Hello, I'm Beefy, the career vegetarian. This is Board Deck and Dice, and today we are looking at Karuba. Now, Karuba has been on my wish list for a while, and I had the privilege of hosting the Gen Can't Mega Karuba event where I live streamed me calling the numbers for Karuba, and we played a game with, I don't know how many people. The video had over 100 views. There was definitely 30-40 people in the room, in and out. So we had a big game of Karuba. It was fantastic, and that was my the whole getting involved in that, which I'll talk about in my next BrewTube video, was my introduction to Karuba, although it had been on my wish list. It was one I was very interested in. Karuba is a simultaneous tile laying game, I guess, where you have this map here. Everyone sets up the map the same. So you have 4 adventurers, 1 pink, 1 brown, 1 blue and 1 orange, and the adventurers trying to get to the temple of their colour, apart from the brown, who is trying to get to the massive poo that he did earlier, according to my son. So everyone sets up their board the same, and then 3 out of the up to 4 players, so everyone but 1 player will lay their tiles out in order for easiest to find, and someone else will lay their tiles out blind in a random order, and then they will pick a tile and they will read the number, which in this case is 12 and is a 3-way splitter, and they will work out the best place to play that tile, which I'm going to say for this case is here. And when everyone's placed, the next tile will come out, and it will go on like that. So 34 might be placed here. Now this tile also has a gold piece on, so everyone would take a gold nugget and place a gold nugget on the table, and so on. And just let me place a few pieces out to illustrate how the game might go. So eventually you may end up with a tile that you don't really want. I suppose I could put that there, but then I'd have to get round here, so I don't really want this one. So I can discard it, and when you discard a tile you get to move the amount of exits there are on a tile. So the minimum will be 2 and maximum will be 4, so I discard that, and I'm going to move this man because if a man lands exactly on a tile bearing a gold piece or a crystal piece, crystal's worth 1, gold worth 2, you get to claim that in your personal stash. And you will go on like that. There are a few movement rules. You can't jump over other meeples, you can't share a squace. Oh, this is becoming a thing with me. Squace is a square or a space combined. It's quite clever. It's copyrighted, so if you use it, you will owe me money. And so you can't occupy the same place. Not sure what I'd do with that one, maybe there. And so on and so forth. So you start building this kind of mega route to get to your temples. Every now and again you'll discard one to move. I don't want to discard that one actually, but I don't know. I'm going to have to go up there sometime. And eventually someone will reach a temple. And when they do, they can claim a certain amount of points. So let's say that was there. Oh, I still can't get in there. Oh, look at that. Hallelujah. There we go. So now yellow has a complete route to the temple, and probably this person will start discarding tiles to get the temple. They will take the treasure of matching colour of what's left. So if they're first, they get 5 points. In a 4-player game, second will get 4, third will get 3, fourth will get 2. So everyone gets points, but there is advantages, particularly at lower player counts when the difference is between these. So in a 3-player game, you take out all the 4s. So the first player does have a real advantage. Now, if you look what I've done here, I've blocked off my purple. I now can't score with my purple, but that can be a legitimate tactic to realising that sometimes you'll get to all 4 temples, depending on the order the tiles come out and everything, and when you get one of these handy 4s, everyone rejoices. But sometimes you're just not going to be able to do it because the tiles haven't come out. If this were a game, I would have completed 3 paths, and I need to move 3 adventurers there. So what I might do is just move them whilst playing as many tiles with crystals on as I can, because you can only claim a crystal or a gold piece if you land exactly on that space. And what I would advise you to do if you're interested in this game or you're on the fence is go onto Twitter, look under the hashtag #MegaKaruba, and look at all the different and amount of variations there are in pictures of people's final boards, because the boards are completely different. Some people, and I'm not using the right tiles, but this is just an illustration, some people just built around the outside, like this. And that seemed to work for them. When I tried it the next game, it didn't work for me, because it really depends what tiles you're getting. I just played a game with family, and I won by just building 3 main highways through the middle. I only got 3 of my temples, but it was enough to win. It's a really good game. The main negative, if there is one, is that it's almost a solitaire game. It's almost a solo game. That interaction from the random drawing, you could do that by yourself and you could just race for score. But actually, what I've found when I've played this is that as soon as I've placed my piece, I'm looking to see what everyone else has done, and it's really interesting to see the ways they've done it, and even see the ways that people line their tiles up around the outside and the gold, and see people's varying degrees of neatness and untidiness depending on how they play. The intimidation factor is very low. The components are great. They're attractive. They don't strike fear into you. These gold nuggets could have been done in so many different ways, but the fact that they've actually put these bits in is great. The meeples are custom shaped adventurers with hats on. The temples are pretty big compared to the meeples, and the poo is certainly very big compared to his meeple. But it's done really, really well. The instructions are great and clear, very good instructions, and this game is a lot of fun with families, but a lot of fun with friends too. That is Karuba, which is highly recommended. I'm sure when I come to do my recap and work out my scores, this is going to be probably hit my top 10 of games that I've reviewed so far. That's Karuba from Harbour Games. I've been Beefy, the career vegan or vegetarian, or, well, if I was a vegetarian at the start, I've now become vegan, let's say that. This has been Board Deck and Dice. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.